the process is very similar in VirtualBox, but VMware is a lot more better, basically. Hello everybody, welcome to a VMware Workstation 11 tutorial. It's probably exactly the same on 12 and I really need to upgrade that. Okay, so this is probably the first TechSurf video. And today we're going to be making a new VM. Now, the process is very similar in VirtualBox, but VMware is a lot more better, basically. And I'm not doing a Hyper-V tutorial because this is the home version of Windows 10, so I can't do that unless I get a VM to do a VMware software. But whatever. Here we go. Let's create a new virtual machine. Next. Now, I always like to click I will install the operating system later, because if you install it now, it will pick settings for you, which can get really annoying. We're going to do Microsoft Windows 8. Just call it Windows 8. Number of processors, you can put this to whatever you want. I go for 2 and 2. And the RAM, I go for about 2 gigabytes. Here, I like to use bridged, then it gets its own IP address instead of using yours. You skip all of this, set your hard drive space. I'll just set this one to 40. You can leave the disk name and just finish that. Now, if you didn't select install disk at the beginning, you're going to need to go mount it. So click on settings, go to CD, use this image file and browse. So I have a documents ISO. I think it's in here. Let's hope it is. Yeah, Windows 8 Pro, there it is. Okay, and then once you've done, that's it. You just click start. Now, this will either crash because Vast is doing something, or this will work. Please work. So it's going to start the VM. I'll be right back. I just thought I'd know, if you have already installed Windows before and you know exactly what you're doing, you can stop watching the video right now. But if you've never installed Windows before, then continue. I wouldn't bother putting it in full screen mode yet because it's still going to be a square, so we're just going to keep it like this. Hit next and install now. I'm going to try and keep this bit live so you can see how long it's going to take. Now, this only has 2 gigabytes of RAM and a quad-core processor, or the VM. So there we go. Okay, accept the license. Right, here, don't click upgrade because there wasn't already something there. This is like getting a fresh computer and putting Windows on. So you're going to want to click custom install Windows only advanced. Okay. Then it should only have this one drive unless you set multiple drives when you're configuring, but this is a starter tutorial, so you probably haven't done that. You don't need to click anything else, just unallocated space unless you want to make partitions, then hit next. And then that's it. Windows is going to start this bit. So I'm not going to install this system. I'm going to manage and delete from disk. And we'll see you in a moment once I've got this VM open and I've got rid of what we need to get rid of on it. Be right back. Okay, that took some time, but I'm back now. This is a Windows 7 VM because my Windows 8 one is apparently corrupted, so yay. Alright, so now we need to install VMware tools to make this nice and full screen and get some drivers working, that kind of thing. Head up to VM and you'll see install VMware tools. Now this is like putting a CD in a computer. It's going to mount it. So if we open up File Explorer, oh, it's already come up here, so we can just run setup64.exe, and here we go. So it's going to prepare all the stuff it needs. Here we go, next, install. Obviously no bloatware, this is VMware. I think it's the same with VMware Player, just Workstation's a bit, like, you see the servers and stuff that you can put in, which is really cool. I actually have a video on my channel for that, because I keep forgetting this is the TechSurf channel. Should be kind of quick to install. 15 minutes, I need to hurry up. Okay, pause the video. And it finished. Okay, so hit finish and it's going to ask you to reboot the system. You should definitely do this, of course, because, yeah. Now I'm going to bore you guys by making you watch Windows boot up. Hey! Well, now it looks like it's actually the operating system in the computer, because from the top bar, which I can't get to show, there we go, there's a full screen button. Now if you have multiple displays, you can click this button to use both or all displays, so that it feels like it's really the operating system. You may want to pin this as well. So that's it. VMware Tools is installed. Now it looks proper. Now, remember, this is a VM, not your computer, so don't worry too much. Oh, yeah, it has the saving thing where you can kind of halt the VM, and you can even turn your computer off when it's like this. So let that come back. It's a VM, so it's not going to break if you power off. It's not going to like break the motherboard, but the operating system may corrupt. Now, that doesn't mean that your computer's messed up, it just means the VM is, and the VM needs a reinstall. And a lot of VMs can actually be reinstalled by keeping all the VM's files. Now, if a virtual machine gets a virus, your computer is still safe, because the main idea of these VM things is to lock the OS into like a cupboard kind of thing. And you can only look into the cupboard. You can't, it can't affect you. Unless if I connect a device to the, if we actually sign back in here. So there is, 1 minute, let's turn on this GoPro. There we go, that's gone into USB mode. So now my computer, my actual PC, behind the VM knows, yeah, there's a GoPro connected. But this VM doesn't. So what we can do is come up to this bar, we can VM, remove all devices, and then down here, oh okay, so the GoPro hasn't showed up. There's the snowball. Now I definitely can't click this, but there's a Realtek something or other, I don't know what that is. You can connect the device to the VM, which will unplug it from your main computer's OS and plug it into the VM. Once it's in here, anything the VM can do, so if the OS can access files on a pen drive, it can do, but your computer can't until you either unmount it or shut down the VM. So, as I said before, the VM it's not going to break your computer, but it might break the VM, but it probably won't. You can actually just pull the plug, kind of, on your VM, like this. There we go, it's dead. Now, when you're in the VM, I actually forgot to show you this when it was running. You press Ctrl-Alt on your keyboard to release the mouse back to your computer. So then you'll probably see the two mouse thing. You'll see the mouse that's in the virtual machine, and you'll see your computer's mouse. And that's about it, really. If you get a blue screen in the VM, your computer is probably okay, because the VM will be shut down before your main computer, aka the host, gets the blue screen. Now the blue screen will probably come if you're trying to do other stuff and running the VMs. It's really ideal to close most of the things, especially heavy programs, whenever doing this. And this is why we have servers to run virtual machines, and I'm going to have to hurry up. Because we can just move the VM away from us, and then we can just log into it. If you've seen the remote desktop thing, that's its idea. You just type in an IP, and it finds the server, connects to it, and it's like you're in another computer that's actually remote. So I'm going to end this video. And yes, that's an introduction to VMware. Thanks for watching.